Yo guys, what is going on? Nickname is just Yellow, and today this Norwegian hardcore PC gamer is gonna make a little video about the animations in Counter-Strike and how, even though again most of them are really good, they are a little bit taxing on the system. Despite those smaller things, there's a couple of bugs with them that really have to be ironed out, and I've been able to nail down a couple of them, so why not highlight them right here? In which one of them, by the way, is actually kind of cool. I think they should allow it to stick around, but I'm gonna highlight it anyways because it's a nice little trick to have up your sleeve if you're facing an AWP in the game, for example. So right now the animations are pretty fluent and also a little bit soggy. I don't find that latter thing I mentioned to be a good thing whatsoever. Not because of any other reason other than that you are making gunfights not seem legitimate whatsoever. So a nice little example will be somebody that might want to or might have to aim at two particular places at the same time. If they just make the couple of right steps, those steps, it seems like in this little example right here, at least, it seems like they disrupt the entire animation movement of the guy aiming somewhere differently than where he's already aiming at, in which it then makes it very annoying for you to actually spot whether or not he's aiming somewhere. I've seen people on Reddit already post small, you know, links about these kind of things, and I completely get them. It's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying. You know, somebody might be standing right here, for example, holding this angle. Maybe he just need to cover this area because the bomb might be behind him. Maybe he's like the last guy left, and the other people might push him in a greedy manner, and he want to, you know, flip between these two positions. Does not take too much twirling around for this entire view model just to be a fucking jumbling mess. Okay, in the past, where you was to aim would be represented pretty accurately. Now though, it's not so much, mainly because the torso is just changing and not the entire guy mostly, which is not really that much of a positive thing. So if Valve would take a look at exactly how fast animations react to your movement and rather make it a little bit more inhuman and a little bit more static maybe, rather than this fluent right here, I'm pretty sure that most people would be more pleased about that. Not because it does not look nice what we got right here, but because, yeah, as you can see right there, it's really annoying and buggy. Like you can literally just yeah, there we go again. You can force the guy's gun to not go where you're aiming, and thus if somebody's flanking you right here, it will literally not look like they're actually facing you, and then you might go out and whoops, you're dead. Whoops, oh no. Yeah, that fault is not on you in my book. Other things that are interesting about this patch is literally how you now can, I guess technically speaking, you can leg peek, which is kind of interesting. So if you're standing right here and you want to, you know, knife peek as they're calling it, or, you know, shoulder peek, you're not in one aspect shoulder peeking anymore. In this aspect, for example, you are actually peeking with your little arm right there, but also the leg is appearing a lot. Even more so if you just click 80, 80, 80 all the time, your left leg will pop out pretty heavily, as you can see a couple of times. And while that might be a little bit risky, believe me, it's actually not that bad, because you know the enemy now suddenly get a leg to shoot at, in which if they even get to hit you, that you won't take that much damage, which is a good thing. Even though again, I don't think armor counts for your legs and arms, but that is not even important in this scenario. The point though is that you can now shove your leg out, which is in a very peculiar position rather than a normal expected position. So take a little bit of an advantage of that until this kind of 80-80 glitchy, you know, buggy mess is getting sorted out. All right. And last little note right here though is that the walking synchronization, I'm not sure, but it seems like it gets disrupted when you jump. The animation related to, or in relevancy to the ground, you know, like the synchronization is just not there really. Might be disrupted by jumping or not. At least the steps to whatever else does not seem to really make any sense. But that aside, stuff in general looks pretty good. The more tight this stuff could be so that it at least represents what we do in the game, the better. And yeah, with that, we get now wobbly guns, we get spaghetti diffusers, and we get butt plug knives. I mean, what more could we ask for? So anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, we get the Patreon stuff. Also, feel free to go on the Global Offensive subreddit if you want to have a look at a nice couple of examples of these kind of things. Anyways, thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play, people.